What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is a little update after the winter storm that was almost about a week ago. Um, Ever since the winter storm, I only lost one molly to the storm with the temperature fluctuating. So far, it's been good so far. All the other mollies are good. I haven't noticed a severe drop in the babies either. Unfortunate. I kind of wanted them to go, but as you can see, the first litter is all almost big juveniles. The second litter is down there, and these two in the middle are actually pregnant again. So, babies on babies. They haven't gotten color yet, but the color is coming in on the juveniles. I'm kind of excited to see it. But so far, the top head is just, it's kind of a pale yellow, but I'm waiting for the color to come in. I'm very interested to see the color come in. I'm interested to see if the sailfin molly ever bred with the yellow and black ones. I don't think he did yet. It's not like super like confident, but hopefully later on he will. All the corridors are here. Both my roefish are good, and they have been eating. I have actually found their hiding spots and where they like go to usually, so I've been able to feed them directly. I haven't been able to buy new roefish. I wanted 5 or 4 for the 150 gallon, but unfortunately nowhere really has them in stock in New York that I know of, or the places that are like, you know, close enough to me to actually find them. I'm just waiting until they get them in stock, and I'm guessing with the freezing temperatures, shipping fish is not like optimal right now, so probably was a lot of stuff on hold. So I'm still waiting for that. Tank wise, I took out a lot of the water sprite from over here. I'm kind of letting that be the coverage. I kind of like seeing my fish again. Just, you know, this is where I sleep, this is where I sit, you know, and I just kind of like being able to look over and just see everybody, and it really helps me keep a track on what's going on, because sometimes when I have water sprite just everywhere, it's kind of hard to just see what's like naturally going on in the pond because I don't see. So I like to see activity. I like to see who's being aggressive, who's eating, who's not eating, stuff like that. You want to see your fish are actually doing well, because I feel like I could have caught that temperature drop if I actually could see the fish. So everyone's doing good. I already fed them. They're just greedy. I'm not feeding anymore. I feed this pond like twice a day. I kind of want to do once a day, but I feel like all the babies would kind of drop off if I did that. But if I don't really know if I want to keep the babies alive, because usually the mollies get the first, the cherry barbs are right after them, and then the neon tetras and the ember tetras and the golden tetras, they kind of get the scraps because they're not that aggressive at eating, and I don't have that many left in here. So I do want to see that. The roefish kind of eats the carnivore pellets I put in there. I haven't seen them eat a fish yet. I don't think they are, at least not now. But they look pretty peaceful, the ones I have. None of the fish are scared of them. Everyone just moves out their way, and I've seen mollies eat the fish flakes off their back if it falls on them. So I don't know how much of a predator these guys really are gonna be. Hopefully they turn into a little bit of a predator, because I do want some of the population control for these mollies, especially the babies. But some new things I've done, I'm planning on kind of rescaping. I'm kind of thinking of taking the water sprite back a bit, and then doing more Amazon swords. I have a Amazon flame. Usually no one could see this because of the water sprite. It's a really pretty. Actually, this might be an Amazon flame. I think it's an Amazon. I don't know which genus, but it's something like that. I have other Amazon right here. And then this is the same plant as this. I just don't remember the name. It might not be an Amazon. We have the water lily. The peace lily is growing. It's pretty gigantic. This is sprouting new leaves. I was kind of begging that something would grow this way because I turned it. Originally, it was this way, but it was kind of like almost getting over my head. So I had to turn it this way. So I'm kind of hoping um, it grows another way. It's also growing off the top there too, and it's kind of hanging. It's really hard to keep the plant straight. But once this part gets like hard, like physically, then it starts shooting up. So I'm still waiting for that. Everyone else looks good. Everyone else looks clean. Not much to update, but I will be taking all this water sprite out eventually. I might have just the water sprite over there, and I'm thinking about just doing straight up Amazon swords all around the rope fishes right there if the camera focuses. It's a really sneaky fish. It's really hard to see. There he goes. And I'm planning on doing Amazon swords because these guys are reed fish, and I think it would help them out. And I think just the Amazon swords will look nicer. They'll grow up to the top. They grow up to 15, 14 inches. He does like this wood piece, and it's like I elevated it so like there's a lot of space under it, so he could just nicely slip there. They love these things. These are like balcony planterns, but they have the same like dimensions, so I was able to like measure it from like the Amazon information and slip them over. They're not perfect, but they fit. It was the best DIY thing I could do without like drilling holes or doing a wire hanger on this. Because usually some people get a pot and they use a wire hanger, and they kind of hang the pot in the pond. I didn't want to do that because I was putting like rocks in my pot, so I don't think the wire hangers would like keep it stable long enough. Yeah, but these guys are shy. If they see me or they even see my hand, they're out. They're not that comfortable with me yet. Hopefully later that'll change. But from like the environment I give in this pond is really hard. I have a huge Amazon sword in the middle, and that's actually one of the babies, the sproutings, or the mother plant or whatever. I forgot how you call like the self-pregnation of aquatic plants. I forgot what you call the off plants, but basically that's one of them. I have one over there. I might move it to this side, and then I might I might not even buy Amazon swords. I might just let the big one in the middle just keep giving me Amazon swords and let it grow out until it dies. I tied my Java fern to the castle and to that rock right there. I still have a Java fern ferning there. I'm just trying to look for more ways to put the Java fern in here. I kind of want to put it like in the crevices of this wood piece. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I got tired of getting wet. But yeah, those are my ideas. Hopefully next week they probably have roadfish for me. I really want like 5 in here or 4, so they could have like a group and be communal. Don't be stressed out. They really like groups. I see people just keep 1 or 2, but I think I just like they're kind of like cootie loaches that like they don't really show personality unless you give them a group. But I do like these guys. Yeah, and that's it for now. This is a small update. Popto's growing well. The CO2 is running fine. I kind of didn't do my CO2 too well. I added too much water this time, and the bottom of the tank been perspirating water. So, and it was way too much PSI. So next time I'm definitely gonna fine tune that measurement of that. Other than that, everything's been fine. When I go to the fish store, I'm looking to get at least 2 or 3 roach fish. So that should be like maybe $60, $70. because you know most of the time they in store they go for like $20 to $23. If you go online, it's so expensive to buy them. I don't deal with it. They're very overpriced online. They're almost just one would cost you about 60, and they're like 4 to 5 inches. I bought all these guys. All the roe fish I bought was $20 in store, so I'm gonna just stay towards the store versus online. Cause the place I could order it online is actually in the city, and they still charge me the FedEx shipper pricing, like full price. It's kind of nice that it will definitely come next day, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I will do the extra work and go pick them up myself. But there we go. Super cool guy. This is the bigger one. There's a smaller one. But he's gonna climb in this pot and just do a little circle around it, and he kind of hangs. And then once he matures, he might just hang on there and be predatory and kind of snatch up fish, like the little molly babies. Which I'm not really worried about, so to be honest. I don't think they don't seem like overeating fish. I've been trying to hand feed them, and they eat like one pellet and then they're out. You know, they don't seem greedy. At least mines don't. Yeah, but I'm gonna get at least 3 of those guys, and then I'm trying to also get 2 golden nuggets, plecos, and I'm gonna try to breed them either in here, depending on the size. I might go for smaller ones because they're cheaper, because they are expensive, and I might breed them in my 30-gallon. I already have 2 plecos in there, and I don't want to put the. Usually when I have extremely small fish and they're bottom feeders and I put them in here, they a lot of times they pass away because they can't find food because the area is so big. These guys do pretty good. The corridors, I give it to them. They're very smart. If I feed in the same spot, they'll come to the same spot. So I do like that. But I do spread around the food a lot, which is kind of unfortunate because I can't really maintain how much I feed because I have to feed enough so like everyone like eats. That's the only problem when you have super small fish in a big area. A tank is a little different because the surface area is smaller. This is like very wide. It's like crevices, a lot of rocks. These guys, I don't know why. I added 5 autos into here, auto catfish. It wasn't auto catfish, it was autos. I forgot the species name, but they were like this small, maybe this small. I was gonna put them in 30-gallon. I should have, but now it's like, you know what? I'll put them in the 50. There's algae everywhere. Even if I can't see them, they'll be fine. To this day, I have not seen that fish. The day I added them and the day, like, they're just gone. No one ate them. I didn't have anyone that could eat them at the time either. It's just crazy that, like, once they get in here, like smaller fish, they kind of they can't handle the size. They can't eat. They can't survive. So I usually, if I have extremely small fish, like the red plecos I bought, I put them in my 30-gallon because it's just not worth it. I don't want to risk them dying or not be able to find food. And sometimes if they have to travel too long to find food, they end up spending too much energy. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.